Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 512 to the power of x equals 8. So whenever we're solving exponentials equations such as these, where the base is greater than the actual solution and we're powering the base to x, well, we know that x is going to be a fraction, right? X obviously has to be less than 1 because even 512 to the power of 1, that is still much greater than 8. So in situations like these, we want to convert these two bases so that they are the same. Well, 512, this is actually the same as 8 to the power of 3. 512 is equal to 8 to the power of 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace 8 to the power of 3 with 512. So we have 8 to the power of 3 to the power of x, because we have to still put this to the power of x, equals 8. Now, if we have something in the form like this, where we have a to the power of m to the power of n, and this is an important property for exponents, this is actually equal to a to the power of m times n. So a to the power of 3 to the power of x, this is equal to 8 to the power of 3 times x, which is simply equal to a to the power of 3x, because 3 times x is 3x. So now we have 8 to the power of 3x equals 8. And now if you notice, our two bases here, these two are the same. These two are equal to each other, meaning because our two bases are the same, our two exponents have to be the same as well. And 8, the exponent for 8 is actually just 1, because 8 to the power of 1 is equal to 8. So because our two bases are the same, our exponents have to be the same as well, meaning 3x is equal to 1. And now we have a simple equation. All we have to do is divide by 3 on both sides, and this would cancel out. So now we'd get x equals 1 over 3. And this is our answer. Now, if we plug it into our equation here, so if we have 512 to the power of 1 over 3 equals 8. Well, 512 to the power of 1 over 3, this is the same thing as the cube root of 512 equals 8. And the cube root of 512, so what to the power of 3 equals 512? 8. 8 to the power of 3 equals 512, so this is equal to 8, and 8 equals 8. So this is right, meaning our solution is right. X to the power of 3 equals x to the power of 5. So what we're first going to do is we're going to subtract x to the power of 3 on both sides. So for this side, x to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 3, well, these two just cancel out, so we get 0 equals x to the power of 5 minus x to the power of 3. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to factor out x to the power of 3 from this, because that is the greatest common factor of these two terms. So we have 0 equals x to the power of 3 times, Well, what's x to the power of 3 x to the power of 5 divided by x to the power of 3? Well, an important property of exponents is that you have a to the power of m over a to the power of n. This is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So x to the power of 5 divided by x to the power of 3, this is equal to x to the power of 5 minus 3, and 5 minus 3 is 2, so this is equal to x squared, or x to the power of 2. So we have x to the power of 3 times x squared minus x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 3 is simply 1, because anything divided by itself is 1. So now we have two equations actually from this. We have x to the power of 3 equals 0, and x squared minus 1 equals 0. Well, x to the power of 3 equals 0. What to the power of 3 equals 0? The only number that fits in for x here is 0. So we have x equals 0. And this is one solution. Now we have x squared minus 1 equals 0. So if we add 1 on both sides, we get x squared equals 1. Now, if we take the square root on both sides, because we just want x, these two cancel out, so we get x equals positive or negative 1. So this would also be our answer. So now our three solutions are x equals 0, 1, and negative 1. So these three are our solutions.